It is now 10,000 days until the UK becomes one of the first industrialised nations in the world to reach net zero. With spikes in the cost of energy, household bills soaring, I know there are people up and down the country who will partly blame this great ambition for net zero for the cost of living challenges that we face. And of course, you've got to be realistic. Hydrocarbons will be an important part of our transition. But I want to tell you that the cost of failing to reach net zero by 2050, the cost of failing to tackle climate change, will be much, much greater. Just look outside to the parched grass, the fields of our country now, to see what life would be like if we don't act now and reduce CO2 emissions. And the whole point of achieving net zero is that we can source much more of our renewable energy here at home, and will no longer be reliant on global oil and gas markets, the huge vagaries in price, or the whims of foreign despots like Putin. Net zero means your home is going to be properly insulated and as efficient as possible, using new technology like heat pumps to keep your bills right down. If we go for net zero, we'll have clean electric cars, vans gliding up and down our roads, topping up their batteries with a vast network of ultra-fast chargers. And it means tens, hundreds of thousands, many hundreds of thousands of British people employed in highly skilled, well-paid jobs at the cutting edge of surging global industries. That all sounds right now a bit like some utopian dream, but thanks to the actions of this government, we're already well on the way there. We've had massive increases in the amount of power we get from renewables. We've got record numbers of electric vehicles on the road, and billions of pounds of private sector investment, international investment, flooding into this country. Thousands of you are already working in these fantastic jobs of the future, and we're only just getting started. Nuclear, hydrogen, carbon capture, emission-free planes, floating, offshore wind. That's the future of the UK, and it's a future that, driving towards net zero, this government is helping to bring about.